No one's POV. Muzan was now standing before the three highest-ranking upper moons. Akaza, Upper Moon 3, Doma, Upper Moon 2, and Kogoshibo, Upper Moon 1. Now, after the information Doma has passed on, it should be clear to all of you that she is needed. Indeed, something special, Muzan said, generously praising Yin, although he remained in a serious tone. The way forward is quite simple. Akaza, since your week was cut off, you have a week from today onward to bring her to me. The rest of you will accompany him. A tone of amusement could be heard in his following words. Not that all three of you are necessary. I want the two of you to kill the rest of the residents of the home while Akaza brings the girl to me, as we still do not know her full potential. Do what you wish with the bodies, but when you're done, they should be discarded completely. Now the upper moons really got excited. They all nodded their heads. Wonderful. You're all dismissed, but remember, I want her by the end of this week, Muzan said, his eyes glowing a fearful shade of red. The moons got up and dismissed themselves to start planning when the task should be carried out. The first night was spent discussing the strategy. Surprisingly, Akaza was managing Doma's self-censored personality quite well. There were a few moments when Kogoshibo had to prevent the two from getting at each other's necks, but other than that, it was a successful meeting. That night, they were all waiting on the opposite sides of the house. A warm glow was emanent from the house. It then went softer, dimming until one light could be seen, coming from a room closest to Akaza. Yin's room. The long curtains flowed as the wind. It was a hot summer night, and Yin had decided to let in some cold air through. She could be seen reading on her bed, still the Demon Slayer uniform, assuming she had returned from demon slaying task. It was peaceful, yet she couldn't shake the feeling of a dread and evil. So she had decided to read to help her stay awake. Instead, she had to protect her family. A snap was heard at her window. Yin darted her head. She stared, but it was quiet, too quiet. She blew out her candle and silently got up. Just as she was about to reach her window, her little sister's scream could be heard. Yin ran as fast as she could, immediately drawing her attention to her distressed sister. She grabbed her Nichiren sword and ran to the other side of the house. She threw open the door, only to see a tall demon standing holding her sister with both hands. My, what wonderful screams of terror! Oh, this will be fun, the demon cooed. Put her down and get out of this house, Yin said in a stern tone. The demon turned around, surprised, with the words, Upper Moon 2, ranking. What could be unseen on his eyes? Yin didn't expect to be faced with such a high-ranking demon. Her heart started racing, but she slowed it down, knowing she needed to focus on the task at hand. Oh my, how cute! Really? The demon teased. You lunged at him at rage, getting ready to take a swipe at the man holding your sister while your brother was glued to his futon in fear. A blood-curdling scream had been heard, one she heard only once in her lifetime. Her mother and father. They were carried in by another looking demon, Upper Moon 1. No, the second most powerful demon to the king of the demons himself was here? Yin screamed at her crow to alert the head of the corpse. Doma not stopped messing around and finished the job already. The Upper Moon 1 said, Oh, you're no fun, really. The one supposed said called Doma. Without hesitation, he sliced the neck of the girl, then made his way to the boy, who had his tears running down his cheeks. "No!" Yin screamed while running, trying to grab Doma, but was instantly grabbed by a wrist. She wrapped her head around, to be met with a pair of mischievous eyes. Upper Moon 3. She ignored the highly ranked demon's grip and still tried running to her parents, who were the only people alive apart from her. Just as she was about to get to her mother and father's arms, her wrists were unfortunately yanked back, the demon pulling her into the darkness of her sibling's room. "Wait, please!" she screamed. The metallic swaying could be heard as she watched the heads of her two parents roll off their decapitated bodies. Yin was left speechless, tears running down her cheeks, and even though she didn't feel grief nor fear, only admiration and shock.